I'm back at my mum's house because about a year ago I built a garden room for them. We had a load of material left over and I said, well, hang on to it and I'll build you a log store. Now, I'm a terrible son, or so she keeps reminding me, and it's taken me a good old year to get round to it, so finally I'm going to get it done. So first job is to get all these logs moved because the log store is going to go exactly here. And it's also going to be a bin store to hold these 3 bins. Hopefully they're all just going to sit here for a couple of days and this thing won't take that long to do. Oh, I'm worn out now, but that's them all moved round, so time to make a cup of tea. Now it's time for the most important part of any project. Cup of tea, problem in front of you, and just stare at it for a while. Unfortunately, I got caught staring and drinking tea, so now, in an attempt to look busy, I'm flattening the ground. This is around the side of the house, it's all pretty flat here, and there's just some gravel, so I'm just getting the gravel moved back out of the way, and then I can make sure everything's level. So I've now got this ground cleared, and I've got it flat and level, or flat and level enough for a log store anyway. So now, I can't do any more because I'm waiting on the wood, so I've got to go and explain to the boss that I'm stopping for the day. Wish me luck. So, the bits I need to continue this have turned up, and that's some of these plastic grids that I used for the base of the garden room. So now, I should just need to have to lay some of these out. This stuff's pretty easy to use. You just lay it out and it locks together. And one row is going to be simple because I think I just need 8 of them. So that's the first row of these done. Now these are 50 centimetres deep, but the bins are 75, so I need another half row down the back, so we need to try some cutting. I've stuck a fine blade in the jigsaw. I'm just going to give this a go. So that's the grid all down. This stuff goes together pretty quickly. The jigsaw did a good job of cutting it and made it quick. So now I've just got to get it filled back up with gravel. So this is really my favourite kind of build, no measuring required, because the height needs to be the buttresses. The length needs to be 3 bins plus the stack of logs, and the depth needs to be a wheelie bin. So now I can start getting bits cut. I've got a pile of treated 3x2s to make the frame for this out of. So I'm going to start by cutting the bits for the back. I'm going to go for 170 centimetres tall. Cut 3 pieces the same, and they're going to be the back of the frame, but I want the roof to slope forward, so now I'm going to cut 3 more pieces 10 centimetres shorter. I want the whole thing to be 75 centimetres deep, because that would just incorporate a wheelie bin. So I'm going to cut 3 pieces to that length. Now I've got the bits cut to make 3 frames. I just need screwing together. For the top of the frame, I've got some leftover pieces from when I was doing the cutting that are at the right angle already, so I can get those screwed on. So now I'm just building them up on top of the first frame so I can use that as reference, and just repeating the process. So I said on this project I'm not actually doing that much measuring, which is great. Well, actually, I'm just about to contradict myself, because when I measured the pile of logs and the bins and how long this whole thing needed to be, it came in at 3.6 metres, which is fantastic because, let me show you, that is a standard construction length of timber. So I can get this screwed together without doing any measuring, marking or cutting. Actually, before I get this put together, I want to tip this whole thing forward so I can screw onto the back, which means I really need to lose these overhangs. So I'm just going to whiz them off with the sector. Now I get these frames onto their side, and this timber is going to get attached to the back and what will be the bottom. On the bottom, I now need to do exactly the same on the top. So before I lift this back up, I've got one more frame to get installed. Now the bins are going to go in this bit, so this just needs to go along about 180 centimetres, which is, don't drop my drill, the length of 3 bins. Now I can just get this screwed in place. Right, this section I'm stood in is going to be the log store. Now I quite like the idea of having a shelf going 2/3 of the way up to put kindling in. So while I've got it here, I'm going to measure this span, get some bits cut and screw a bit on the back for the shelf. Right, before I can do any more, I think this thing is standing up. Oh yeah, it's not too heavy at all at the moment. That was easy. So I cut that bit of wood for the shelf, and also while I was doing it, cut 2 more, exactly the same. One needs to go down on the base and the other needs to go up here opposite the other shelf. I've got my last of the 3 long 3.6 metre lengths. It just needs to go on the front. So I've gone through my scrap pile and I'm adding in some extra bracing. So I've gone around using bits of scrap off the pile and put some bits of extra bracing and support in everywhere for the roof, for the shelves, and I'm going to call it a day now because I'm getting pretty tired. But tomorrow we'll get a roof on this and we'll get the shelves put in. Right, so next morning we'll do the roof. Now, I've been thinking about this all night because the problem I have is I had some feather edge boards left over from the last build, but not enough. So I ordered some more, but I couldn't get the same size. So do I mix and match ones that are different widths? I don't think that would look good. And what I've decided to do is split this into two roofs. So have a roof for the bin store and have a roof for the log store, if I can say it. So what I'm going to do is put a little divider down the middle and butt the boards against that. I think that's going to work well, and I actually think it's going to look quite nice. Right, I can start with this side because I've got longer boards, so I'm just going to get it put on, drive some screws in and work my way up. Right, one side down, now for the second. Right, that's both sides on, but I've left overhangs at both sides, so now I'm just going to grab the circular saw and trim everything flush. That's the roof all on, but I've got a few more of these feather edge boards left, so I'm going to get them attached to the back of the log store bit so the logs don't touch the wall. So I need some shelves for the bottom, and I've got some battens. So what I'm going to do is just get them put in place and screwed in. No measuring, and I'm going to trim them flush afterwards. So I've done exactly the same with the higher shelf. So the shelves are in, and I've got these supports on the back, but I've got some more scraps. So now I'm going to add some bits to the side to stop the logs falling out that way. That's it all done, so now I can get it filled up. I can start with the easy bit, the bins. So that's it all filled up. Now, I've got quite a lot of room left in here. This is pretty much a full load, so as soon as this is gone at the end of winter, I think what we'll be able to do is get 2 loads, fill this up, and then it can really dry out nicely over summer. But I've got more scraps left over still. So what I think I'm going to do is build a couple of more little things. What my mum wants is just a little mini log store to put around on the patio doors, just so you can have an extra night's wood. You can just get out the door and grab it, and just somewhere to put some parcels by the front door. Now what I've got is some untreated 3x2s, so I'm going to have to use these and paint them. So these frames are just exactly the same as I did on the big log store, and I'm just going to get them screwed together in exactly the same way. So this is just a mini log store. It's just going together exactly the same way, really. It's just good to use these scraps up. So again, using up all the little scraps, getting some slats on the back, and then some on the side. Right, all put together, but it's just about to start to rain. So what I'm actually going to do is stick my little log stores into my big log store and leave them in there for a couple of days to dry and come back and paint them. So I've left these in here a couple of days out of the rain, but the weather's not looking great today. But my thoughts are, I'll get a coat on, and if I need to cover them up, I can get the bins out and actually use the log store as a little painting shelter. What I've got to use is some Cuprinal natural stone coloured paint, which is the same as what the fence has done here. So this was just some left over in the shed, which is definitely the theme of this project. This paint is really thin, so I'm going to need 2, probably 3 coats. But it dries pretty quick, so I should get it done today. So exactly what I said would happen did happen, and it started to tip it down when I just got the last coat on. So I turned the bin store into a painting booth and got it finished. So now I can get these put away. So the boss just wanted one to go by the front door, so parcels that are left just have somewhere to dry to go. This little store is just by the patio doors because they've got a log basket by the fire, but if they run out and need to grab some, they can just reach outside the door and grab some without going to the big log store. So that's it all done. I've got a place to keep the logs, all the bins, shelf for kindling, and a couple of little bonus things, somewhere for parcels to go and some logs to go right by the door. And I got to use up all those bits of wood that are left over from the garden room build a year ago. So thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.